Hello world, this is Denied Truth. We back again with another one. Want to get y'all to like and subscribe for me, please. Like and subscribe. Support your boy.
Denied Truth in the building, man.
Already. So today, we're going to get into this topic right here. We get into the topic, the one that got away. You know, we have good men out here.
The one that got away.
They got away.
Okay.
These women get a good man, don't appreciate him. They let him go. They get out there on the market. Realize, you know what? It ain't what I thought, and they try to come back.
Wow.
But see, now that good man that you had, he realized he might can do a little bit better.
Ain't no dirty John.
So we're going to talk about it. We got women out here. They get a good man. Man treat them right. They might have some complaints here and there. Could have been a woman that had some soul ties still she needed to get rid of, but she didn't. She might was chasing a feeling. The good guy come along. He don't give her the same feeling as that booty call guy. And she decides, you know what? I think I'm going to go with the feeling. Leave this guy alone because I really want that lustful feeling. I really want that thing that makes me feel love. She get out there and realize that this guy don't care for her the same way as that guy that really did love her.
Wow. You just said a whole lot, Blaze.
So we're going to talk about it. What'd you think about it, Brother Deuce?
Blaze, you just said a lot, man. I got to kind of dissect that. I got to take that in dosages, right?
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, you said a guy get with a guy who gives her everything.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you all of me. So it's different levels of niggas out here.
Okay.
You know, and excuse my French, but I'm going to keep it all the way gangster with you. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a nigga that's really on his shit, that's really about that life, and willing to give you all of that up front, you got to know how to appreciate that.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of women don't know how to appreciate that. So, which is why I feel as though maybe it falls into the scenario that you're saying, right? You get with a chick, you give her everything, she don't appreciate it. She do what she do, and go find this next nigga that she may be intrigued with. He may make her pussy a little bit wetter.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So she gonna move a little different with that nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And she falls for that in the interim. But then understands that the same way he made your pussy a little bit wetter, he made everybody else's pussy a little bit wetter. Right? And then she want to bring it back to you. How do we deal with that? Let's talk about it, Blaine.
Well, now I've been in this particular situation a couple of times. You know, sometimes, just like you say, a woman don't appreciate. It's like if you never had something and you get it, how do you know how to appreciate it?
You don't.
If you give somebody just like a person that's been struggling or whatever for years and they hit the lottery, they get all that money, and the stats say they probably go broke in the first year.
Yeah.
What happened?
Right.
They never had money.
Right.
They don't appreciate it. They don't know how to value money. So if a woman get a good guy, never really had a good guy. See, a good guy have certain standards that he want for his woman. A guy that don't care about you, he's not giving you any standard. Yeah. Some women don't want to be held accountable to any type of standard.
Man.
So they'll stick with this guy that don't. They'll stick with a guy that don't give them standards because they can be free. He make them feel like he love them. But you get with a good guy, he wants you to be better than how you came to him. He trying to make you better. So they end up leaving that guy and get back out there on the market and realize, you know what? That guy I was growing.
Every man, and this is fucked up, but I'm going to say it. Every man loves to neglect accountability and responsibility. So if it's your bitch, I'm going to treat her a little bit differently because it's your bitch. She don't owe me nothing. I don't owe her nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's my bitch,
yeah,
my feelings might get a little more involved.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, you know, with a woman, as far as, you know, what we doing with them and how we holding them accountable. You know, it's like, I don't feel as though a woman owes us anything.
Okay.
Just as I don't feel as though a man owes a woman anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So we kind of we got to set the stage from the very get-go.
Okay. This is what I think, Deuce. If a woman decides to choose a man, she say, "This is the man I want to rock with." He a good man. A good man is naturally wanting to lead. Okay. When you lead, you have certain standards. And a lot of women don't understand that this is not about being buddy. I'm a man here. I gotta take the lead. This is what I do.
Right.
So some things are not gonna be in your comfort zone. You're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone and want to grow.
That's where the problem comes in.
And that's when the problem comes in. When you trying to be with a woman and you want her to grow with you, because you can grow apart. But if you want your woman to grow with you, you got certain standards. Like, look,
so
we're not gonna walk out in public with a shower cap on your head. We gotta take the bonnet off because you represent me.
I hate to be petty. I hate to be the dude that says it. So the first thing that you got to do is dick your woman down.
Okay.
Right? Otherwise, she's not going to even listen to you. You know what I'm saying? So once you establish that first, like, hey, this is what it is. This is what we're doing. I need you to respect that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to stand hard on that. And when you do that, a woman will respect it from a different angle, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you can step in trying to be the boss, trying to be the shot caller, trying to be this and this and that. But if she ain't feeling you like that, it no matter what the fuck is coming out of your mouth, bro. So in my opinion, and I'm not talking about dick size.
Yeah.
Let's set that aside. Because we just talked about that in the last interview. Yeah. But what I'm saying is the woman has to be sexually moved by you. You know what I'm saying? So in order to get your woman to listen, she's got to feel you on another atmosphere, right? Okay. It's got to be a whole separate ambiance. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me and my personal experience, right, when I deal with women, they got to feel you.
Yeah.
They got to feel you, right? So if that woman's, you can't start even calling shots until she feel you.
But you know what? Women, that's the problem. We talking about feel you. We talking about feelings. They feelings change. The feelings change.
And they do.
Like, we could talk about beating it up, making her fall in love with that aspect. But
that happens in the beginning.
It depends on the level this woman is at. Some that work with. Some want more than that.
They do.
So when this woman gets something like that, which is usually from a guy that don't really care. It's from a guy that really don't care.
Spot on.
Because I can say it like this. If it's me, I can just focus on that. I ain't got to deal with nothing else. Yeah. Got to deal with nothing else.
Take home to your man.
I can tell you what you want to hear. I give you this part of my life, and that's it.
And that's what they love the fucking most.
Yeah, but
that's
see,
what aggravates me the
problem.
most. That's the
the
problem.
problem. But see, they try to compare that with the man that really care about you,
because they don't understand.
And that's where the disconnect comes. And the only way they understand
that is where you got to dab me, bro. That's where the disconnect comes, man.
And the only way they understand it is when they leave. Okay. Now they out there on their own. They probably getting that beat down. But you know what? At nighttime, I'm kind of lonely. This person don't want to spend that type of time with me. This person not helping me grow. This person don't say, hey, maybe you should try it this way.
And as a man, our ego is so big. Our pride is so big. We don't want to be that lame-ass motherfucking Captain Save-A-Ho. I don't want to save a hoe. Right?
But this is another problem here, Deuce. A good guy sometimes get caught in that relationship and he loses sight on his own value.
Been there, done that, Blaze.
He loses sight on his own value. And when he get out of the relationship, he realize his value. And when that woman tries to come back to him, he say, you know what? I'm realizing my value now and what I need for me.
So you don't go back to it.
You don't go back.
You don't go back in that facet. You know, my thing is this, right? And I'm speaking from personal experience. I am a ladies' man, Blaze. I love women. I do.
Yeah.
I love everything about God's creation of a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not hating on nothing. I get it. I understand the way they're wired, what moves. I get it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm with you and I've given you my all.
Yeah.
And at the point in time that I've given it to you, I'm not going to say you don't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't feel it, right? It's not there in sync at that moment in time.
Yeah.
That's understandable. But as a man, we have to be willing to accept that. See, the problem is men can't accept that. Men are so forceful.
Yeah.
We feel like,
yeah,
I'm giving you this. It's got to be right now.
I feel you on that.
You know, I'm giving you my all. You got to give me this right now.
Yeah.
But what a man has to understand is, it's not about you.
Yeah.
Right? So as a man, if you come across a woman that you give your all to, understand how she's receptive to it. Allow her to navigate and gravitate to that. But if she doesn't see your value, it ain't your job to force it amongst her. You have to be willing to step back, allow that woman time to navigate that herself. But when she does come back, it don't mean you owe her shit.
Yeah.
So the same way that you was willing to give that in 2020, and she fell in love with that dude that was giving her that other side of the spectrum in 2020. I mean, when she come back, give her that.
Yeah.
You know, so my thing is, when women have left me, ain't no woman never left me, so let me stop lying. But when I have disoriented or disattached myself from women, in that aspect, when they come back, I don't owe them that same level of commitment. Fuck with me on another level.
One thing you said, you give a woman your all, and then she's not receptive of that. Try to come back after she realized it's very rare for a man to give you his all. Like, for a man to just break down all the walls and give you himself, that takes a lot.
Not just any man, a man that's on his shit.
There you go. There you go. There you go. A man that has value.
A man that has.
Okay.
And he knows he has value. Whether you know it or not.
There you go. That's a strong point right there. That's a real strong point right there. See, I done been married before for 10, 11 years. And I fought for that marriage. And the the thing is, when she was in it, she didn't see the value in it. But now that she's on the market, her whole mentality changed because of that. And at this point, she wished she could have done things different.
But can you blame her?
You can't fault someone for not knowing something.
Right.
But at the same time, everybody make mistakes. But at the same time, life keeps going.
It does.
It keeps going.
Respect that.
So she learned something probably for the next person.
Hard pill to swallow.
It doesn't mean that she has to continue in your next journey. It just doesn't mean that.
It doesn't.
I done had that happen to me a couple of times. And I knew it would happen. And I tried to warn them before it happened. But it had to happen for them to see it.
And it's gonna forever be like that, because as women, here's the thing, man. As a man, and I'm probably finna get a lot of dislikes and thumbs down for this comment, but I don't give a fuck. As a man,
Okay.
As men, God blesses us with certain levels of discernment. Every woman thinks they intuition, but as a man, no. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? God gives us a certain level of insight. You know what I'm saying? So when we're dealing with that, I feel as though as a man, you gotta already know what direction your household is headed into. Mm-hmm. If that's what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as women know, I feel as though to a certain extent, they feel as though a nigga can't tell them nothing. Especially depending on the age that they're at, right? So, you can come in trying to say, hey, this is me. I bring this to the table. I have this certain level of experience. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this certain levels of things. Women are not really receptive of it, right? Especially if you're verbally telling them. You can tell a woman anything. They don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it takes time to manifest it, convey it,
and
demonstrate it.
Yeah, that goes back to a woman having relationship skills. You see, that type of situation there, sometimes a woman just don't trust. You might know the right way to go, and you will say it. But you know what'll happen? She's gonna call somebody else up and say, hey, what do you think about this?
Her homegirl.
And
maybe her homeboy.
Yeah. And sometimes when she come back to you, okay, who you been talking to?
Exactly.
You already know this is not coming from you.
I'm living that today.
Mm-hmm. And that's all over the world.
And it's not okay.
And the question is, why is that? Why is that when a man with value, a man that understands the direction that a family should go, that woman just not receptive to that? But the guy that don't care, she'll listen to him all day.
The woman I'm with today, she has a best friend. He's a fast talker. Mm-hmm. He talks, does this and that, and she loves it. It's all good, fine, and that I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with all of that.
Yeah.
But the reason is man, I feel as though it goes back to what we're dealing with as a society. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're on to something, brother.
I am. Words are cheap, right? You can tell a person something all day, every day, but you have to lead by example. Mm-hmm. A woman don't hear nothing you saying, bro. Mm-hmm. You can tell a woman the sky is gray, the sky is gray, the sky is gray, the sky is gray. Mm-hmm. But unless you're showing her, she don't get it. And I hate to say that. There's probably gonna be a lot of people that dislike me because of that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my personal experiences, you have to show a woman. It don't matter what you tell them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You have to show them.
You know what? Even if you do all that, that woman will come back and say, I believe you don't love me. You can do all the manly things, and that same woman will come back and say, and you say, hey, you know I love you. And she say, I don't think you do. And you done gave her the world.
Those are words. You
exactly.
Can't say you know I love you.
So the thing is,
you ain't, if you really love her, in a woman's mind, you don't even got to say you know I love you. Because you don't have to show them you love them.
So
there ain't no words that can do that.
I believe a woman chase the feeling. They don't chase the action. They not chasing actions. They chasing the feeling.
Okay.
So it's the way they feel.
Always. It's always the
way they perception on what love is.
It's always the way they feel, but does the action not contribute to the way they feel?
And that's a white lie that Western society has portrayed with all these shows like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Disney movies and stuff make you think that love is a feeling. So what happens is the booty call guy give them that feeling of love, and they swirl.
Is it the feeling of love, or is it the feeling of? Is it lust? Is it the whole inflammation of?
A woman, lust is not even. They think it's love. We know what it is.
Women love lust.
We know what it is.
Women love lust.
There you go.
Women love lust.
And so therefore, with that feeling, chasing that feeling, you lose out on a good guy. You lose out on a good guy that's putting in action.
What the fuck is even a good guy? Right? What makes me a good guy? Because what is a good guy? I feel what you're saying. But the way a woman looking at it, like, look, this nigga fucks me great. He tells me the truth. He doesn't lie to me. He got 20 other bitches because I've always been that player ass nigga, Blaze. So let me just take it to a whole nother fucking level. Let's go there. Let's go there. So look at this, right? I have always been a player ass nigga. But what women gotta understand is, what is the definition of a player ass nigga? I'm not a fucking liar. So what I'm not gonna do is make you feel like you're the only fucking one. I'm not gonna make you feel like I ain't got no other bitches. I'm not gonna make you feel like that it's all about you, right? So when I come into it, I'm going to say, look, this is what we ain't doing. Women respect a nigga who lay the ground rules. So from my personal experience, I have never been in a situation where a woman told me, hey, I don't want to fuck with you because you too player. I ain't never had a woman tell me that. I don't want to fuck with you because you too player. I'm going to tell her from the get-go, look, I'm player.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing. I love life. God is good to me. I got a beautiful daughter. This is where I'm at in my stage in life. I'm not looking for this. I'm not looking for that. I just want to live. And if I come across something that makes me feel like changing my mind in the interim, I'll do that. That's what women like. Versus a nigga coming saying, hey, you know what? I've been looking for the right one. I'm looking to settle down. Maybe you could be shit on you.
What you're saying is absolutely true. And it's also messed up.
It's messed up.
It's absolutely true.
They love the playerness of it.
See, a good guy puts what he cherishes first. Then himself. But see, a good woman will do the same thing. She'll put what she cherishes first and then herself. But see, that's the problem. It's usually not reciprocated that way.
Right.
That guy is seen as weak.
Weak.
The guy you describing
is the one that likes.
Is the one that wins.
And I've been winning. I've been winning for a long time. And I don't plan to stop. So I'm going to tell them from the get-go, like, and it's going to be women that see this interview and they'll be like, that nigga telling the fucking truth because they going to know because I ain't lying. You feel me? So I'm going to tell them from the get-go, look, I love women. I love God's creation. God is a fucking artist.
Yes.
You know how many beautiful women it is out here, bro? I feel like they painted with the tip of a paintbrush. You know what I'm saying? And I don't lie about it. I tell my women and anybody, I love it.
Yeah.
I love God's creativity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time, me and my women sit back and enjoy it together.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what I do know is I love God's creativity. I love women, and I don't lie about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like women sometimes sit back and admire another woman's beauty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though they get mad at us for looking, they looking too. We're not gonna go there.
So what are we saying here? That women don't realize what's good for them?
They definitely don't realize what's good for them. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman would prefer a man like me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Versus a man that's coming in but like, hey, let me just hands down and you the beauty queen. Let me give you everything and this. That don't excite them. That don't excite them. You know what I'm saying? But if you come in looking like, hey, you know what? You beautiful, baby. It's a beautiful world out here. It's a lot we can do. It's a lot we can. Ooh, okay. Well, let me listen what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it ain't even saying I'm bullshitting you because I believe in that shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel as though women appreciate a man that is living on the edge and it's fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be the kind of man that's coming in being like, you know, I want to give you everything. I want to settle down and be this good little man in this good little circle and this good little round peg that you can fit me in. And I'm going to be the nigga that's fucking your bitch. And that's fucked up. And I shouldn't say that. I hate to fucking say that, but it's so true.
That's another dynamic there because I believe most guys start off that way.
They do.
And then they come across something like the woman leaves or whatever, and they become into what you described.
I used to be that, but I started enjoying that, and then I started seeing where that got me, so I started not doing that as much.
Well, man, that went into
it probably shouldn't
another area I wasn't trying to go into, but it's definitely real.
It's fucked up, and it made me feel depressed for saying it. But,
but it's real though.
It's real though.
It's so real. So when
sad.
The thing about it is when that woman try to come back to that guy is not the same guy that you met that was in it with you. He's not the same. He done changed.
I've changed, and I'm gonna play it accordingly.
And the thing about it, guys are changing like that daily. So now this woman done went out on the market, meeting these guys that have changed into what you saying, trying to go back to the last guy, but he's changed also. His perspective on what a relationship has changed also.
I'll let you come back, but I'm not going to appreciate it and value it in the same aspect.
There you
go. Now it's along my terms.
I tell a woman all the time, if you get a guy that got tunnel vision, you better keep him there. Cause if you veer off and he lose that and he start looking around, you can just forget about it. Well, that's a show, folks. That is a show. Letting a good guy go, it's not a good thing. Chasing feelings instead of chasing actions, it's not gonna work out well.
If you got a good guy, live in that. Appreciate that. Exactly. Indulge in that. You know, in the moment, you know, because life is all about the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no moment promised. Ain't no moment redundant. Ain't no moment repeated. So if you got that, appreciate that in the midst of it. But if a bitch is with me and I'm giving her my all and she can't even see it and she's not even feeling it and we separate, then she want to bring it back around, I'm not on that shit no more.
That's what it is. The one that got away. Usually, if the guy goes, he usually transforms into something what Deuce describing. And it's happening all over the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Deny Truth.
They gonna hate me, but I don't